constructed till the end. In Carolina, I was raised by my granddaddy and my daddy's ways. They both taught me right from wrong, how to fight and how to get along. But my own life now is almost gone. In southern ground I belong. My final hour is drawing near, so friend, come sit by me right here. Let's laugh and talk about our lives and the good old days before I die. Please give your word this vow you'll keep. When I return to earth to sleep, let me dream forever under southern land with a Dixie flag tied in my hand.
Well, here we are at the put-in. It got cold last night, down in the 40s, which is unseasonably cold for this time of the year here. This is Rice Creek Landing. You can see it's a small creek. This is where we'll start and hopefully where we'll end up. Okay, this right here is the entrance to Bayou Jessamine. This is the area that I was concerned about as far as obstructions and water level. You can see this is it's not very wide. The entrance is not very wide at all. It's maybe wide enough to get 3 canoes through at the most. And there's some fallen trees and stuff. So I think this is going to be okay. I think it's going to be passable. But another thing is the markers for the trail. As you can see, there's a lot of trees that have been blown down over the years. There are no markers to be found. Once I got past a certain point, there was simply no more markers to be seen. One other note is my Garmin eTrex 30 had an extremely difficult time locking up and getting a fix. If I had been dependent upon a GPS, I would have paddled right past this little entrance. I would not have, because I couldn't get a lock. So don't be dependent upon a GPS. Bring a map, bring a compass, know how to use it, and just pay attention to your surroundings. Let's see what's on up ahead. Well, I really hope that came out on video. That was an entire family of otters that came running along the bank, and I tried to get my phone out, get it turned on, get the camera on, all that, and catch them as they were sliding down the bank. Well, I've got my boat tied up. We certainly don't want that to float off. That would be bad. But not a whole lot has changed here. This is pretty much exactly like I remember it from 30 plus years ago. I can remember camping right over there, and like I say, having a lot of fun right out here. But one thing that has changed is there is now a trail that goes off in the right direction here. Like I say, the University of South Alabama did some excavations out here and mapped the mounds, so this is going to be much easier trek than what I thought. It looks like it's just going to be a nice walk through the woods today. So let's get started. Well, we're here, finally. What's amazing is just out of nowhere, you're just walking along through the palmetto woods, and then there's just this giant hill that just comes up out of nowhere. It's covered with brush, covered with trees. This is Mound A, and it's 45 feet high. It's the highest mound in the complex. There we go. This is starting to get steep. There's the top up there. You know, it really is interesting to come out here and take a look and realize that these mounds were built in the 1200s, 1300s, and that an entire civilization was built around this. When you start looking at how much earth had to be moved and had to be stacked up, and it all had to be done by hand, it just really boggles your mind of what those people were able to accomplish using hand tools and baskets, basically. And like I say, it's been over 30 years since I've been out here, but it hasn't really changed. There's a nice little trail now, and there's a sign that the state put up, but that's about it. And I can only imagine that it hasn't really changed that much since the time that the Indians were here. Now, this area has been under the control of the Indians. It's been under the control of the Spanish, the French, the Confederates, the Americans. It's seen a lot of history out here, a lot of change, and it really puts things in perspective, because with all of the issues that we have in our country today and all the changes that we're going through, you come out here and you realize that nothing's permanent. You know, you really do have to wonder what all this complex was, and what all the different mounds, what purposes they served. There's very little in the way of a written record of interaction with those people, and so it just remains a mystery. They've done some excavations out here, and they've found some of these mounds have basically post holes in them, so they know that buildings were erected on them. But you look around, and there was obviously a reason that they went through all this work. But what that reason was, and what each mound did, what purpose each one served, is just a mystery. And it really just makes you sort of look around and think. But it is beautiful palmetto swamp out here. It is beautiful. Well, this has been a great trip. It really has. I've had perfect weather. I've had perfect water levels. Very little boat traffic. Got to see some wildlife, and it was just, it was everything that I had hoped it would be. It's been a long time since I've been out here, and it was really good to get back and see everything. It was really good to see that everything seems to be doing well, and that the environment is looking really good and really healthy. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy coming along. Thanks for watching.